Hello, fellow warriors against consensus reality, lovers of truth, sarcastic purveyors of wisdom, and piss takers of all the pretentious, fake, ego mind drenched gobshites around you. Oh, you've got to laugh. You have to laugh at the amusing pantomime that the modern world has become lately. Yeah, I laugh. You have to laugh. There are too many long-faced gobshites around not to. While this state goes into lockdown for 2 weeks, I'm thinking, of course, the usual lemming response is lockdown. Toilet paper. I don't know what it is with this country and toilet paper. Then catalaveno. I've been trying to understand these people since I came here when I was 2 years old. But anyway, so you can imagine the racism during high school I actually took as a badge of honor because it meant that I wasn't one of those pink-skinned, scrawny, nasally speaking, surfing, pot-smoking little cunts. And I remember telling one of them, why the fuck would I want to be like you people? It's like, that's right. This is what my name is. I was born in Hellas. Deal with it. You're obviously the ones that are getting butt hurt. Deal with it. The funny thing is about that, even though I was the one of the very few non-Anglo people in my whole year, I could count them on one hand, right? Yeah, it was like that in the 80s. And even though I was the one person they picked on because unlike the rest of the ones on the one hand, I didn't try to fit in or assimilate. I was me. And they didn't like that. They thought that made them feel threatened somehow. Fuck knows why. And even though I became the butt of everyone's racist jokes, they never ever went physical because even back then in high school I had the size to back it up. So they never pushed me that way. Because I would have had no problem grabbing one of them by the feet and tossing them over the second-story balcony. And they knew that. So they never went physical. One of them did ask one day, what would make you snap? I looked at him dead in the eye and I says, if any of you say anything about my parents, you're dead. Literally dead. And they knew it. And I wouldn't let any of them spit or piss on my father's grave and then say, I respect you. Right? That shows what honourless, respectless cunts certain people are. I'm sorry about where I come from. Yeah, that's a killable offence, right? First of all, you would have no dick, and your throat would be sliced open. So, yeah. It wouldn't be the reaction wouldn't be after that. Ooh, I respect you, sir, and calling them sir. I don't fucking think so. Not this little black duck. But I digress. Why did I go through this rambling trip down memory lane? Because that treatment prepared me for dealing with global obedience, mindless obedience that we're seeing around us today, where the New South Wales Health posts about the usual scamdemic numbers. The comments from the people got me. I was going through some of the comments and, oh, you guys are doing a great job. Oh, I'm thinking, fucking wake the fuck up. You're being played. This is what passes for winter in this country. So it's called traditional flu season. Where the people who invented that silly test to begin with, I forget the guy's name now, some German name, the blah 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 PCR test that's used to detect quote unquote COVID-19. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself, algorithm. All right, I'm going to speak the truth wherever I have to go to speak it. The guy said it's not to be used to detect infectious diseases. What are they using it for? So hopefully some of you by now are seeing that it's not what the mainstream media are pumping out for you, i.e. the fear-mongering falseness, okay? There's more going on. All you've got to do is dig a little deeper. But most people won't. Of course, that's purposely done that way. It's part of an agenda that some of us have been investigating and discovering for quite a few years. Which, of course, involves the dumbing down of society, destroying people's attention spans. Yes, that's one of the many benefits of a so-called quote-unquote smartphone. People don't have the attention span anymore. I was trying to use mine earlier, and I thought, okay, after 2 minutes, okay, I'm bored. I want to read now. Or listen to music now. So I did. But people, even anywhere you go on Facebook where you communicate with other people, even just basic questioning, innocent questioning, is met with the most revolting behaviour from these lemmings. It's incredible. You're supposed to question everything. And so, there are those of us who take it upon ourselves to preach the sarcastic gospel of wake the fuck up. And so we do. Especially on YouTube, where we're surrounded by some of the most brain-dead, clueless people imaginable. And you just use it for your own amusement. You have to. Although these days I tend to disconnect from even that and enjoy my Star Wars and Middle-earth Tolkien channels. As far as the latter, if any of you are interested in such, there's a rebranded channel called The Broken Sword. Check them out. They're good lads. They put out good videos. They were originally 312k sub-channel called History of the Ages. For whatever reason, they were flagged for copyright bullshit, some bullshit copyright reason. So they did have 3 strikes. They managed to have 2 strikes taken away, but they've still got 1 strike hanging over their heads like sword of Damocles, right? Yes, I know, he's using mythological references that hardly anyone fucking knows. These days, sadly, hardly anyone does know. People don't read Macbeth anymore or learn Greek mythology, literature. Most people don't even know who Dali is. And yet, the Kardashians are famous for doing nothing. Have you seen some of them? I've seen dogs that are better looking. But I digress. So our journey during this fear-mongering, because it is purposefully created fear-mongering, what we're all going through now. So what a person can do, you want to be truly revolutionary, Be happy. Be creative. Do some writing if that's what you used to do. Play music, play an instrument, play guitar. Draw, paint. Get out there. Disconnect from the propaganda machine. As Bjorn Andreas Bull Hansen did, he totally disconnected from his smartphone and he went through the whole process for us on his other YouTube videos. Check out the man's channel. And he says feeling much better and more connected within himself and the world around him as a result. And he's not living in a purposely created fear bubble. Just like that John Travolta film from the 70s, The Boy in the Bubble, whatever it was called. Yeah, we're all him. Although ours is a mainstream media-fueled reality 5 sense body-mind bubble. The 5 senses is not all there is. It's just a vehicle that is used to suck you into thinking that's all there is. And the quote-unquote they have full control over that illusory reality. Of course, thereby eliminating the rest of the real reality and fooling everybody into thinking that body-mind 5 sense reality is all there is. Life's a bitch, then you die. Well, we're random connection of molecules, but no, we're not. Materialism was cringeworthy when it happened at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution era. Why do you think Charles Dickens and others took the piss out of it the way they did? And Tolkien himself was not a fan of that false narrative. Oh, but of course, let's prop up materialism, atheism, and use it as a vehicle to pretend that we're being intelligent and rational and logical. Well, can you stop committing cultural appropriation? I'll take those things back on behalf of my ancestors. Thank you. You go back to it, eating raw meat and wearing cave skins. Okay, thanks. For fuck's sake. Or some of you others, you go back to having a good wank over a sadistic deity who's obsessed by your foreskin. Okay? I'm sorry. Once again, not this little black duck. Wake up. Question everything around you. Find out the truth about yourself. You are infinite awareness, currently inhabiting a meat bag. Any meat bag, whatever meat bag, the meat bag doesn't matter. It's just a vehicle that you're using to experience this quote-unquote reality. Find out who you truly are. Reconnect with your dreams that you used to have when you were a child, before the world screwed you up and made you a mindless automaton lemming. Yeah, it's they're a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist. No, we're a human being questioning bullshit. We are meant for a lot more than just eating, shitting, fucking, and paying a lot of bills and paying the mortgage and doing slave wage earning. We're meant for a lot more than that. You can thank the Industrial Revolution for that one. Some of the happiest people I've spoken to, some of the most intelligent people I've spoken to are actually homeless. I know 2 of them that I call my friend as we speak. One of them, I mentioned him in past videos. I had an in-depth chat about esoteric philosophy, and I never had to dumb anything down for the man. And he's looking a little bit more ragged and fuzzy around the edges. He is my age and he looks 20 years older. But I have all the time in the world for this man, struggling with his addictions though he is. Because I realise those addictions are not who and what he is. They are his challenges to overcome. That's a problem with this fake 5 cents narrative. People become exclusively identified with their meat bag. That's just the vehicle you use to experience this world, nothing more. Let alone being caught up in the colour of said meat bag. Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously. So, do your thing, disconnect from all bullshit wherever you find it, because it does taint your energy, frequency, vibration, what you take in, that you give out. It's the old law. As above, so below. You know, as without, so within. Okay? So be careful with what you spend your time on, and your attention on, and your mind on, because there are a lot of people out there who are lost, who are lemmings, who are butthurt little gobshites, who go on live stream rants about truthful comments we make. And all we can do is use them for our own amusement. That's why they exist. Don't ever let yourself be caught up in the bullshit around you. Be happy. That's true. There's your true freedom. The sarcastic lone wolf on guitar. Out.